Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another Kingdom of Z chapter review. Welcome once again. It's going to be the 17th chapter of Kingdom of Z, which is a zombie-based manga that I've been reviewing here for you guys for quite a bit. Chapter 15 and 16 were kind of mumble-jumbled when it came to the online service that I was using to now what I'm using the actual volume. So, anyways, this is going to be a pretty good chapter. We get a big setup of what the rest of the series could look like. I don't know if they're going to add more to the series itself, but it looks like they're gonna keep going for quite a bit, which for me is quite exciting because there's hasn't been a series like this one that excites me for the next volumes to come out. So, in a while, sorry, it has happened, but in a while. Before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There's going to be a giveaway if we reached 4,400. I don't know that. Time of recording, we're 2 people away. So if by May 15th, when I wake up, we're at 4,400, I will make and post a video on a giveaway. If not, then there won't be a giveaway maybe till July, because June is going to be the month I actually completely move out and try to find a home. So, anyways, guys, if you want to further support me, you guys can follow me on social media and give some love to me there as well. So, anyways, let's start with the review. Chapter 17 kind of starts off right where Chapter 16 ends, and that's pretty much with Sato essentially getting off the call. Remember, he was supposed to be talking to Iwasa, but before he talked to Iwasa, Sato took advantage and kind of he planted a doubt into Sato's mind, into him thinking that Miki maybe is not as good as a person of what he thinks she is. So be careful. That's essentially what he tells him. Be careful. She's probably gonna double cross you. Now, I don't know if she is on Sato, to be honest. Up to now, she seems to have a liking to him for whatever reason, to be honest. He is really not that essential to the group. Doesn't really add much to the group, but for whatever reason, he is treated like he's very important to the group. We're not going to get into detail with that. The episode starts with Miki essentially telling Sato what their next plan is, and they talk about, how them having Iwasa's and Sotowatari's group part of their group now is a good thing, but also doesn't really advance them anywhere. And, even though they have food, even though they have supplies, she said now there's more people that we have to feed. Now there's more things that we have to worry about. So it kind of balances out. Yeah, we have more manpower, but at the same time, we have to take care of them. We have to figure out how to grow more food or find food. Scavenging is probably not going to work as much as it did at one point because it's getting more dangerous. Now, when she comes to this point, she explains that Sowatari has been taking and getting information as much as possible from Miki, and we saw this. He talked a little bit about it in chapter 16, but we finally figure out what that information is in this chapter, and that is there other groups? And yes, there is. There's 3 other groups. Now, keep in mind, Miki, and she goes on a rant here as well. Miki really wants to build her zombie army. She's still into it. In fact, she ranks them in this chapter into 3 groups: zombie class C, class B, and class A. Class C is basically your typical weakling zombie. Class B is maybe someone who was a thug or someone who had a good build as a human and then became a zombie. So a lot of the people that she zombified in Sawatari's group, that would probably fall into group B. Now, she says she only has one group A zombie or class A, and that is the leader of the pseudo team who had no scratches whatsoever after the battle. So this is a person who had fighting techniques before they were zombified. So she wants a Class A zombie team, and she needs to figure out how to get them. Now, there are three other groups out there that they have to worry about. She goes into detail on each one, but I'll just kind of summarize each group. One is essentially the mafia. A lot of gangsters joined in together. They made one group, one solid group, and I think that one's the biggest one. It has about 800 people. I would say that's a dangerous group because you have people who are trained to do evil stuff and that have done stuff like that even before the whole apocalypse hit the world. The second group is also a dangerous group. Is a group of scientists. Obviously, scientists can be pretty dangerous if they put their heads together. So it's a group of scientists. I think she said there's about 400 or 500 people in that group. They're all stocked up in a university. That group is probably the one that leaves the least from their place, which is why they have very little information about them. And then the last group, which is the most dangerous groups in Mickey's eyes, they also leave their area a lot and they attack other groups quite a bit, is a group of, I think, 30 people in total. But all these 30 people, they're martial artists. They're basically as strong or maybe stronger than Mickey. So you can see, that Mickey's worried because, yeah, she knows that there's people that fight better than her or fight as equally as her out there. And that is an issue because she doesn't want to she doesn't want to be overtaken by another group. So the problem is that group is approaching the area day by day. So she needs to worry about building a zombie group and getting ready to attack. That, in a nutshell, is the 17th chapter. Pretty straightforward. To the it pretty much shows us that Mickey has a lot of information now that she has Utari working under her, which is it's very, very, very helpful because now she's able to have eyes outside of where she is without her having to, take a lot of time of her day. So, pretty solid group they have together, and I am excited to see what happens in the next chapter. Again, I am going to vacation. This probably they're gonna this is I'll probably be in vacation by the time this video releases. To be honest, so you'll probably see maybe a few more videos of me in my room. But if I do review more, I'll probably be in a van recording, in wherever I am in the middle of the road for you guys. But anyways, great chapter. Recommend this series. Go check it out. There's 3 volumes out in the U.S. Volume 1, 2, and 3, and I think 4 is coming out pretty soon. So go check them out. Go buy them. There's links down there below. Also, guys, you can support my channel by just liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. Especially if you're watching at this point, might as well do it. Thank you guys for your love and support again. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.